What's up, GQ? I'm Stephen Curry, and today I'm going undercover on the internet. Honestly, who's a better shooter, you or Clay? I'm glad I'm sitting in this seat right now and not him, because I get the answer and not him, and it's definitely me. But the fact that he shoots the ball so well, I gotta be on my A game to beat him no matter when it is. Be honest, who played the best defense against you? Ooh, that's a great question. Honestly, my brother, because he knows my game so well. But outside of Seth, I'd probably say Tony Allen or Avery Bradley. I gotta ask, fully healthy, do you believe the Warriors with KD could have beat the 96 Bulls in a 7-game finals? Absolutely. Obviously, we will never know, but you put us on paper with them, I like our chances. I'd say dubs in 6, too. I wonder if Steph's ankle injuries ever affected him mentally. Like, did he ever lose faith? There were plenty of times that I doubted myself. All I wanted to do was just be healthy and play and then worry about being great on the court later. But when you're in those moments, doing rehab and it becomes really monotonous, it is hard. You gotta have a good support system around you, and thankfully I did. Who would win a free throw shootout, Seth or Steph Curry? I don't even have to, it's not a long answer, it's me. Big brother always gonna win. Is Steph Curry even a point guard? How can you be a point guard when you play off the ball more than on the ball? How are you a point guard when your power forward facilitates the offense more than you? Steph Curry is a shooting guard. He's not the main ball handler for his team. I would have to say you're right, and you have a lot of questions, but it doesn't really matter what position you play. It's just, can you play basketball? You wanna call Draymond the point guard and me the shooting guard? Sounds great. How can Stephen Curry be stopped? What did Bron say that one time? You don't? I like that line. I had to steal it from him. I like that one. How can I shoot like Curry? Everybody thinks they can shoot from, 20, 30, 40 feet. I've been developing muscle memory since I was basically 5 years old when I started playing organized basketball. So you gotta put in the hours, but it only comes with reps. However many shots I've taken since I was 5, you gotta shoot that many shots. Who do you take, Prime Iverson or Steph Curry? That is a great question. On the court, I modeled a lot of, the ball handling stuff after what AI did, but still got to bet on myself. Why don't the referees call traveling on Steph Curry? There are probably like 3 things that NBA players never do. We never travel, we've never fouled anybody, and we never want to come out of the game. What does Curry do in the halftime with his teammates? If we're winning, we're telling jokes, we're motivating each other, we're having a good time. If we're losing, most likely somebody's getting yelled at by Draymond, and we're trying to figure it out so we can turn it around in the second half. But sometimes I do check my Twitter too, see all the hate or the praise coming in. Just depends on how the game's going. Before you got drafted, was there a team you were looking forward to going to? I absolutely was wanting to go to the Knicks. The draft was in New York. It was my dad's birthday, June 25th, 2009. I had a lot of conversations with the GM of the New York at the time who said if I was on the board, they'd pick me. So there's a lot of hype because being in New York, I thought I was gonna be a New York Knick. But they always say careful what you wish for. Everything happened the way it was supposed to be, so I'm a warrior. Is Stephen Curry the only top 15 player of all time under 6'3"? I think, who does 6? I got Isaiah Thomas. I don't do the rankings, but if you give me the 6'3" and under crown, I'll take it. I would definitely take it. She, Steph, with no mercy on the fans, too. Did Steph take the kid's shoes? That would truly be no mercy. Let him keep his shoes, but the kid asked for a fair competition, and I beat him fair and square, so I had to sign the poster to make sure he had a souvenir from the Battle Royale and rock, paper, scissors, but I had to make sure I wrote I won on the top so he remembered. Maybe it'll motivate him and he'll have a story to tell one day. Why can't Steph Curry dunk? Can't be good at everything, big fella. Will Steph Curry ever win another title? Absolutely. Hold it, Steph Curry has an actual Steph Curry has an actual vision problem and shoots lights out like he does with context. The reason I found out I couldn't see very well is because our GM, Bob Myers, saw me on TV one time just squinting, looking at the scoreboard, and he came up and asked me, he's like, can you actually see? And I was like, no, I just see the color orange really well, and usually from about 25 feet. What are they talking about? The fact that I could get Michael Jordan on a golf course is probably one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. It's a lot of crossover between golf and basketball in terms of competitive fire and the pursuit of perfection, so we had a lot of things to cover on that one. Who's the best Curry, Dell, Seth, or Steph? I'm assuming we're talking basketball, and if we are, we're talking about me. In his first collegiate game against Eastern Michigan, Curry finished with 15 points but committed 13 turnovers. That is absolutely true. They never told me there was such thing as a bad double-double. and I found out the hard way that there is. In honor of their 2015 championship, Golden State visited the White House, and President Barack Obama opined that Thompson's jump shot was actually a little prettier than Curry's. That is an actual fact. He said that, and I would also argue that he's right. I would definitely classify Klay's jumper as prettier. There are a lot of different ways to get it done, and if you look at the greatest shooters in history, everybody shoots differently, so you have to master your own form and your own shot. I wonder what Steph Curry's favorite 3-1 joke is. None of them. All right, that's it. I'm signing out. Peace.